Welcome to my first psychology episode, and I'm going to be talking about different types of attachments. I'm taking a psychology class right now, and I'm going to be talking about the 4 category attachment styles, the basics. The first attachment style is called secure attachment. It develops when caregivers are consistent and responsive in their child's life. Children feel safe in their environments and form healthy bonds with others in adulthood. The second one is anxious attachment. It develops when caregivers are inconsistent. Children may become very upset when caregivers leave and may cling to them whenever they go. They may try to grab their attention and do anything it takes to get their caregiver's attention. This builds adults who worry about their bonds with others and fear abandonment within the future. And this doesn't always mean their caregivers did not care for them. It could also mean you had such a strong bond that you grew an unhealthy attachment to the person that you're clinging on to, that you're dependent on them, and you're just doing whatever it takes to cling to their side, which can build anxious attachment as well. The third one is avoidant attachment. It develops when the caregivers are emotionally distant or unresponsive. Children end up relying on self rather than their caregivers. They may become hyper-independent and closed off and avoid relationships as adults, fearing intimacy. The last one is disorganized attachment, and it develops when caregivers are frightening or unpredictable. Children behave confused or show mixed behaviors. This builds adults who struggle with trust and emotional regulation. These are the 4 categories. According to my teacher, you can have multiple. You don't have to be one and not the other. Sometimes people show multiple traits of different attachments. Now, I'm going to be talking about nature versus nurture. What is the difference? It is the discussion about how much genetics versus environment influences development, and it is proposed by Francis Galton. Nature is genetic and biological factors that influence development, such as inherited traits. Nurture is environmental influences, including culture, family, education, and experiences. All right. So that was a little bit of what I learned in psychology class, and I wanted to share that with everyone.
I personally think I show signs of anxious attachment because I'm really protective of my family, especially my mom, who I have a close bond with, and my siblings and my cousins. I'm always worried about them 24/7, whether they're safe or not. This world is a cruel world, I'm not gonna lie. So I deeply do care about their safety, and I sometimes let that anxiety and overthinking thoughts control me, which, leads me into a deep sense of just fear. And I think I actually took a quiz because my psychology teacher was making us do quizzes on what attachment styles we have. I had mostly anxious attachment, but I also had parts of secure attachment, so I'm not entirely, I'm not entirely anxious attachment, but yeah, you can have multiple things. Also, my birthday's coming up and I made this cake. This isn't my birthday cake, by the way. This is completely random, but I woke up at 5 a.m. and I made this shit. I'm gonna buy a cake. I'm not gonna make a cake, but I love baking. That's all I'm trying to say, right? Also made this in art class. And this as well. Okay, type shit, goodbye.